Alright y'all, a lot has happened since I last made a video, so it is time now that we run our mouths. Let's go.
Don't play with me. Don't play with me.
Okay y'all, at this point, I know I sound like a broken record, but make sure that you check out my Patreon at patreon.com/AdrianExpression. Y'all, I'm trying to get to at least 300 subs over there before the summer really kicks in. So check it out. Just put up my new podcast up there. Thanks goes out to the patrons as usual for their support and always, as always, letting me know what they want me to talk about on every single podcast. So check that out. Links to all my other endeavors are in my description box. Let's go. So first, there's so much, right? So first I want to talk about Halle because she looked really amazing on the cover of this Edition magazine. It was just really cool. She ended up speaking about, I'll show you some pictures as I talk, but she ended up speaking about, of course, The Little Mermaid, the trailer dropping, all of that. She said seeing the world's reaction to it was definitely a shock, but seeing all the babies' reactions, all the brown and black young girls really tore me up. It's honestly been such a crazy ride, and I genuinely feel shocked and honored and grateful to be in this position. A lot of times I have to pinch myself and be like, is this real? She talked about wanting to pour into young black girls in the same way that she has been poured into. She filmed almost for a year at London's Pinewood Studios, noting that there were grueling and emotionally taxing moments. Some days she was in the water for 13 hours or on a harness for hours on end. She said, I pushed myself as far as I've ever pushed myself in life. And I feel like the message from her was to know that you've always had it in you. So Halle's out here doing her thing, and she looks really cool in these, I don't know, what does she have on? I love that big ass red hat that she had on, and also like her hair, I don't know, big hair really does something to me. Like that big ass, it just, I don't know, I love it. So yeah, Halle's making moves. So yeah, with all the Little Mermaid stuff and you know, all that going on, I thought I would bring that to you. Also, real quick, I want to talk about Flo. Flo's music has really got me together. But recently they just said they about to release this song called Fly Girl with Missy Elliott, and it samples Missy Elliott's Work It. If you're a fly girl, get your nails done, get your pedicure, get your hair done. So I'm really excited to hear it. I'm really excited to hear it, and like obviously Missy Elliott's gonna be on it. So I want to hear what she's gonna bring to the track. It's Missy Elliott, girl. Like she's gonna slay, right? She's gonna slay the game like she always do. But I thought that was perfect. Like the way they sampled it sounds so beautiful. The way they fucking layered the harmonies, I love talent. That's all I have to say. I love talent. Anyway, speaking of the music industry and talent and all that, Beyonce, I noticed on social media that Kids Bop over there, they're tugging on your wig a little bit. Apparently this was one of the music videos or something that Kids Bop done released for Cuff It. You know, you know how they do their versions of shit. But you know, a lot of people on social media are really concerned by the fact that Kids Bop is over here giving us the visual before she is. How Kids Bop giving us a visual for you? You're about to go on tour. You're about to go on tour, ma'am. Okay, so I had to look up the lyrics because I don't know who be sitting down and had to revamp these lyrics for these kids, girl. Okay, so I feel like falling in love. I'm in the mood to do it all up. Tonight I'm doing it all up, baby. I need soda in my cup. I need a drink. We gon' glow up tonight. Black lights. That shit is so funny to me. Spaceships fly. Okay, unapologetic when we go out tonight. Do it up, do it up. Y'all, I wonder if Kids Bop, like the people over at Kids Bop ever see a song that they wanted to do initially and they realized there's way too many curse words in it, and it wouldn't matter how they rearrange the words or rewrite it, it still wouldn't. Anyway, if Kids Bop releasing visuals and shit, mamas, what's going on? What's going on? Ring the alarm. He been through this too long. He been through shit, we've been through this too long. So these AI generated photos of Trump spread across the internet. A lot of people were tweeting it or you know, posting it with captions saying, oh, Trump got arrested, this is Trump arrest. And let me tell y'all something right now. These photos are fake. Okay, I mean, there had to be so many people responding to these photos when they posted, telling everybody like these have been generated by AI, y'all. Like, this is not real. This shit is very fake. Like, y'all need to relax. But honestly, this shit is funny. And they were saying, Monique, why would you laugh at that? Because it's funny. When y'all said that he was about to walk out there with Beyonce's trench coat, the one that she pulled out at the MTV Awards in 2000, motherfuckers. Like, I started to cackle. I wish it was real, just like the rest of y'all. I wish this shit was real. Like, and honestly, the reason you know it's not real is because there would have been an accompanying video with that shit, and I would have been cackling all day. I would have been cackling all day. I would have cackled all day. So yeah, those pictures are fake, but let me tell you something. The moment that some shit like this happens, I don't care where I am, I'm going to turn on this camera and start fucking talking. Okay, the jokes are gonna start flying. So yeah, they're not real, but if something like this ever happens, best believe I'm gonna be sitting here like the fake Don Lemon that I am, reporting live. You hear what I'm saying? That shit was funny. All right, so apparently 6ix9ine got jumped, and that's really all I know about it. That's really all I know about it, and I just wanted to sit here and celebrate with y'all. I hope that, I hope that this means that we will see even less of this man. Apparently he was at a gym, I think it was LA Fitness or some shit, I don't know which one it was. He was at some gym, some people came in there and beat his ass up. Now, it's just so many things that I feel like people would want to stress 6ix9ine ass out. You could want to beat his ass up because he a damn predator. You could want to beat his ass up because he is a whole non-black person saying nigga all the time. You could there's just so many crazy, nasty, crazy shit that he done said and did. So it's like, I completely understand somebody's desire, somebody's deep desire to want to make 6ix9ine's day a little bit worse off than it was before. But this Teletubby rainbow lace wig, whatever the hell he got on, and these shorts, it's so interesting to watch y'all. It's so interesting to see what people will accept as long as it's on the body of somebody who's a straight man or anything, because I just don't know how people be homophobic as hell and then walk around with rainbow ass hair. Like, I don't get, can someone explain this shit to me? Like I said, I guess he thought he was gonna be lifting weights or something, and then he ended up being lifted to the hospital. We moving to the next topic, y'all. Get the fuck out of my face. And speaking of somebody getting beat up, apparently the Proud Boys got beat up at this drag event. Listen to this. A man was arrested and another was left bloody. Here you go. As dozens of people protested a drag story hour event in New York City on Sunday, according to videos shared on social media and in local news reports. At least some of the protesters appeared to be affiliated with the Proud Boys, a far-right extremist group, as we know. The protest took place outside the LGBTQ Community Center in Manhattan's West Village neighborhood, where New York Attorney General Letitia James was hosting a drag story hour event with drag performers, reading children's books to kids and their families. Apparently this guy here who got bloodied up, Mr. Proud Boy here, said, "I came here to help, not get the shit beat out of me." But apparently everybody was over there chanting, go back to Long Island and F the Proud Boys. So I love that. I love that they're getting a taste of their own medicine. And I love that there are people defending these drag hours. This group called United Against Racism and Fascism NYC was apparently there helping to do this shit. The group defines themselves as a broad-based coalition in New York City opposing bigotry, racism, and united in solidarity and action against fascism. Now, this is something that I definitely love to see. Remember that there is no wrong day to punch a Nazi. Lastly, we'll talk about what's going on in Florida. absolute shit show. Florida Republicans have introduced a bill to ban girls from talking about their periods in school. It is part of their new anti-woke agenda. As local bills on gender, sexuality, and diversity make their way through Florida state legislature, new legislation could ban any discussion of menstrual cycles in school before 6th grade. That breaks from the advice of medical providers who recommend talking to children about puberty and changes in their bodies before they occur, obviously. First, periods typically start between the ages of 10 and 15, but can begin as young as 9 years old. I heard 8 years old too. I'm sure there are people who are on both ends of the spectrum who get it maybe even earlier than that or much later. But they're saying this means that a student could likely be in 3rd grade up to 10th grade or later when a period begins. So all this anti-woke stuff, all this anti-trans stuff, all this anti-diversity, anti-critical race, just the anti-quote-unquote woke, I hate that. I hate what they turned that word into. I just hate it. All that stuff, everybody's on the chopping block. And that's what like trans people have been trying to say. That's what queer people in general have been trying to say. Like, okay, yeah, they dragging us and y'all ain't worried about that shit, but they're coming for y'all. They're coming for everybody, especially if you are on anybody's marginalized population list. Anybody. So keep thinking shit sweet and just like, oh, just the trans people suffering, I don't have to give a fuck, even though I think that's inhumane in and of itself to not give a fuck that a whole entire community, which is a part of yours anyway, is suffering. But y'all wouldn't even, you know, care about these issues to just be selfish. Cause if you let them in, you let them bulldoze over black queers and like LGBT community and women and all that shit. They come for everybody. They come for everybody. We can see this shit here. DeSantis is scary as hell. DeSantis scares the shit out of me. He's just, ugh. Send that nigga back beyond the wall, north of Winterfell, where he came from, and leave us the hell alone. Thank y'all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video. Make sure you check out all of my links, like I said, in my description box, and make sure that you also have a good goddamn evening.
Yeah, you can blow me, I ain't the only, you so lonely, insecure, they don't